I want to talk a little bit about doing a double spey or a sea spey, a basically waterborne anchor with the long belly lines. And that's not really my specialty. I am no expert at that, but it is fun occasionally, and it's handy to know these, and even including a kind of a modified Perry poke or contrived cast, whatever they call it. You can do all those with a longer belly line, and I have learned a few things about doing them. Like there's three things that help me to finally be able to cast a longer belly line with waterborne anchors. And the first one is I do like to keep my anchor fairly close. You don't need it as close as you would for Skagit head, but you know, I'd say a rod somewhere between a or two away, give or take. I haven't really documented. I just like it fairly close. But it feels weird because when you do that for your double spey and you flop your line over, you're pitching a whole big bunch of it way up there, and then there's not all that much downstream, because if you got a 70-foot head, all of it's got to go somewhere. So I like to get that anchor close, and then the second thing I like to do is kind of form a belly out here. I start my D-loop kind of out here as opposed to laying my rod on the water. I like to pitch that belly out, get a little belly going out there, and then sweep around. You still got to kind of, after you get your belly pitched out there, you can kind of lower it and then come up a little higher for your sweep, on your sweep. And then another thing that really helped me was to pitch my line for the sweep, pitch it out here, like at 4 o'clock. Andrew Moy has a real good video on that. That's the one that helped me a lot. And Scott McKenzie's Spey Master class, they're the two that I learned from to at least be able to do one. And the light came on for me there. So, but that involved, Scott McKenzie, he gets it and he pitches that belly out there, sweeps around, and then you pitch your D-loop at 4 o'clock. And then by the time you circle up, your D-loop is still traveling around you. So if you pitch it out at 4 and then circle up, by the time you circle up and cast, your D-loop has caught up with your rod, which has gone from low to high, 4 o'clock, circle up, cast. So, fairly close anchor. Start with your belly out there, and I would prefer my rod tip high to begin with. Sweep around, gradually go a little lower to high, end at 4 o'clock, and then circle up and cast. Work on your timing. Anyway, and for a circle spey, it's kind of the same way. Lift way up and around and set your anchor so that big belly line is all from out there all the way around here, and your anchor's close by within a rod or two away, probably more closer to 2 or 1.5 or 2. It's not that close, but it'll feel weird if you haven't done it before. And then the same principles apply. Sweep around, pitch it out there, circle up, and cast it forward. Anyway, I'll try to pull a few off now. Thank you for watching. We'll see how it goes.
Not super happy with the turnover in these casts. I think it's probably because the V-loop wasn't powerful enough. This cast, the anchor lands too far away, too far behind, kind of has a bloody L deal going. In most of the casts, the V-loop could use more bottom hand, more body rotation, more acceleration into the D-loop, which would have helped the forward cast. Anyway, I'll work on using more bottom hand, more body rotation, and try to come up with some better casts.